My brother 3. And you know, when I look and see him get my age, I don't want him going to jail. You know, people like, you know what I'm saying, people murdering his friends, him being around drugs, you know, I don't want all that. I want him to live a life that I couldn't live because I ain't have a father figure. I ain't have a big brother. I'm the oldest child.
So you're trying to set an example for not only your child, but for your younger brother?
For my younger brother. And, you know, it started with him first anyway. You know, I didn't see that as the years I was coming up, you know, 15, 16. But I ain't gonna lie, going to boys' school, I'm not gonna lie, that changed my life. Not because, like, I was scared, you know, because I was tough, because I went through it. You know, that's what made me tough, because I went through that. And a lot of people can't do that. And, you know, I just don't, like, if I could tell anybody, like, all these dudes in here, they think they tough now, you know, they bang on their doors, and, you know, they just don't know what they not getting themselves into. You know, there's so much other stuff that you can do with your life than be sitting in jail, you know? And I can't sit here and tell nobody just because I'm sitting here now. But, you know, I just was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And if I would have knew that I had people that was like that'll leave stuff like that around, and for me to go to jail, I would have never been there. But, you know, you got to learn from your mistakes.
Well, I'm depressed. I'm very depressed, but like I said, I gotta be a strong man. I try to be a leader. Can't just let everything keep me down, but my family and them, they need me because they ain't, my 2 oldest brothers, they gone. My dad, he's locked up. So right now, it's just my mom and my 6 sisters and my nieces and nephews. And they don't have no, like, man of the house to look up to teach them what's right or what's wrong. So I can teach my nephews and my youngest brother the right things to do. Since my brothers and them gone, my dad's locked up. It been hard. It been hard for me to just be in here and not being at home with my family because they need me just as well I need them.
Yeah, I think it's very important for both parents to be there, you know what I'm saying? You need to have if it's a boy, you know what I'm saying, the father needs to have, you know what I'm saying, the little boy needs to have a father in his life to, you know what I'm saying, go down the right path successfully, because if not, you know what I'm saying, he feels like, the child feels like, what's wrong with me? Why ain't my father here? You know what I'm saying? You see other kids, whatever, they got their parents around, both their parents, and you're thinking like, why ain't my life like that? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't my father here? Or why aren't both of my parents here? Like, why do they have to sell drugs and go to prison? I mean,
yeah, D.O. Big L, he's a cool guy. You could get along with, you could talk to him, you could have fun with him. He's cool. Like, he'll joke around, like he'll play around with you for a minute, but he take his job serious at the same time, but at the same time, he have fun while he doing it. And it make us feel like at least we had somebody in here that at least care about us and don't want us to be in here forever. Like Big L, he always tell me, like, why do I always be in these situations where I end up coming here? I just tell him, man, I just be making the wrong choices. Then he like, man, you gotta, like, he'll talk to me like a father talk to me.
Your whole family, they need you. You got one life. You being here, you destroy it. This is no place for no man. No man. And if you throw all that away, it won't amount to anything.
He'll tell you, man, you can't be doing all that, man. You know, life is not what you think it is. You gotta live your life, make the best of it. Do the right things, make the right choices. If you make the right choices, do the right thing, you'll go somewhere. Somewhere in life, you could be somebody.
So my mom, so that's 2 childs that's involved in my life. Now the one that's already big, I'm starting to like trying to get into her life. And you
How
know
old is she?
She 3. And the other one not even here yet. Like, And that's what's really hurting me, and that's what really make me think like I'm gonna be something like my father, because I hate being in the category of that.
You mean your kids now are going to be looking and having memories of their dad being in
Yeah,
jail?
like my dad having, be like, why my dad don't have any pictures of me when I was a baby? You know, that's what I think about. Like all my pictures I look at, they be with my mom, grandma, and I look like with my father at. You know, he wasn't there. Why? Because he was in jail.
Right now it's only one. Give us a little bit. Pushing in there. That's all their personal clothes and everything. They're actually general GP stuff is all in boxes up on the top. All their hygiene, when we find it, goes into their boxes. They wheel all this out. When it's shower time, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, personal items. Where they can't have them in their room, they only get them at shower time. What they'll do is wheel this out.
Tell me that again.
They will not, they don't get it at shower time only, they don't get it in their rooms at all. They wheel this out when it's time for them to get a shower. They'll bring the number up of who's taking the shower. Put their clothes right in front, get them in the shower, bring them their clothes as they go. We'll do that a little bit later, I'll show you. But nothing is kept in their rooms. All their personal clothes while they're down here, socks, everything. Their scrub pants, tops, this is all they have down here. This is issued to them by us. That's what they wear when they're here in the Seg. This is the color for the other side. Short term, long term.
Hancock's going in by himself next for 15 minutes, and then we'll bring the other three out to school.
Okay. Those two done?
No, them three ain't done yet.
He's out already. Did we get 8 out first?
No, we haven't got 8 out first. You're going to be next. You're going to go in by yourself for 15 minutes.
$30. Because it's only you.
They Chappelle said, according to what Greenlee's rules about the cameras covered for more than so much time. No, he just, the control clerk wanted to say they was covered. And she wrote it down and they back her up on it.
You ready? He gets his rack. Ready? You got to have 2 people at all times when you pull them out of their cells. You got to have 2 officers at all times when you pull any juvenile out of the cells. That's policy and procedure for SEG. The control people will not open the door unless there are 2 here present. Ready? He's on the other side. Okay, will do. Yes, sir. 8. Yes, sir. 4.
I think he's the next one. He's in this group to go up, isn't he? Room 1? Or did something change?
I don't know if room 3 has talked to Anderson or not.
Anderson's not. I already told him about it, but he ain't came over and talked to him yet. So it would have been him, Coleman, and Houston.
Yep.
So. Rick.
You got a Cadillac here? Roll it.
So these kids forget we ain't the ones watching the cameras out here. We ain't the ones watching the cameras writing down whose stuff's covered.
4 don't exist no more.
Hey, Nook, let that shit.
Nook, you want to see these pictures, dog?
Yeah, I'll see that shit over there.
Hold up. Fuck, I lost
Stop doing shit wrong with that shit.
on my mama, on the Jeep. I just lost my motherfucking Cadillac, dog. Hey, pull that shit in, dog. You hear me? Nook. Nook. I just lost that shit on my mama. There's nothing wrong with it. I swear to God. Pull it in, dog. On the Jeep. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, throw my Cadillac back. Why you doing it? Hurry up. No. No. Hey, man, don't put nothing on there, man. No. You got it?
Get that note.
Right on. All right, Nook, I'm about to send it over, dog. You hear me? You hear me?
Hell yeah. Hey, Scooter, hell yeah. Oh, bet up. Right back. Talk about what you want to talk right back. All right.
Don't do it, Scooter. Don't do it.
What? Hell yeah, man.
I think a lot of these kids just somewhat feel abandoned in life in general.
Very, very possible. You know, that's where I'm saying that if they had something besides the family, the first thing is some of them don't have the family at home, and that is a big part of it. If you need a support system, whether that support system is your parents, is your neighbors, is your aunts, is your uncles, is grandma, is grandpa, is something like the Boys and Girls Club. You know, you need a support system, and I really feel that you need a support system in order to make it today.
No, they're not born this way, but it's just what they're set into. Like they say, you can't choose who your family is. You know, you don't choose it, but you can choose what you do with your own life later. Once you start growing up, you can choose what you do with your own life. But I don't think a lot of these kids really realize that they have that choice. And somebody has to step up and tell them you have this choice. It's almost like religion. Once you grew up one religion, it's hard to switch because that's what you grew up. That's how you grew up.
They don't have role models. The role models come from the inner city, from in the neighborhood. The dope dealer, the gangster, they idolize them, and that's what they want to grow up and be. They don't look up to positive people, or they haven't seen that positive individual in their neighborhood. In their neighborhood, the gangster is the doctor or the lawyer or the Barack Obama. You know, that's that individual. So that's what they emulate, and that's what they want to be. And then when they come to the juvenile center and we try to show them the other side, some of the time, that's the first time these kids have ever seen a positive individual. And a lot of them like the detention officers because they're positive. And they want to ask them a bunch of questions, and they pick and choose the ones who will talk to them and can relate to them. And that's the bad thing about being in this area. And that's why they back and forth in the juvenile center.
No, some of these kids just made bad decisions. Some of these kids just maybe didn't have the skills to make the right decision. You know, I look that the majority of the kids that are here are basically normal kids. They just made some bad choices. You know, maybe it's the neighborhood. You know, it's awful hard. I remember when I was here last time, we used to run a Scared Straight program. We used to take the kids out to Michigan City Jail, And boy, that program was good because those guys would come up and they would really scare the kids and all of that stuff. They'd come down on them, and boy, that was really good. And then the thing is, Karen, I just took you there. I just took you through that program, and you ain't gonna go out and you ain't gonna steal anything, and you ain't gonna do this and that. And Billy comes and says, come on, Karen, let's go. There ain't no way, man. I was at the jail today. I seen what's going on. I ain't going. All of a sudden, Billy comes by the second day. Come on, Karen, let's go. I ain't going. I seen that jail. By the fifth and sixth day, Karen's forgetting about that jail. Karen's thinking, Billy has a lot of fun when Billy's out running around. Karen doesn't really have a support system. All of a sudden, Karen's back out with Billy, and Billy and Karen are now in trouble.
One of the key things, they need to start busting these inner city kids outside of their communities, seeing how the communities that's prospering and that's doing good, seeing how that community lives, see how those kids interact with each other, and like you say, see those kids that know after high school they're gonna go to college, get a good job, and make some of themselves. Half these kids don't even think they're gonna finish high school, or let alone even get a chance to go to high school. They don't even care about it. All they want to do is hit them streets and make fast money. And if they don't see anything different other than that, they just get trapped up, and that's what they want to do.
Kids aren't dumb, and these gangs are getting a lot smarter. They're starting to organize a lot better. And you could tell that over the years how they're starting to progress, how they're starting to organize and progress. They're not stupid, and our jobs in the future are going to be a lot harder with these kids. It's not going to be easy. We don't have enough mentor programs, even in these poor communities, to help these kids.